Hi, I'm Brad Schoenfeld, author of the book Sculpting a Body Perfect. And today I'm here at Clay Gym in New York City with Fitness Magazine to show you how to perform the essential weight machine exercises. Let's go. We're now going to work our upper chest muscles on the incline chest press machine. Leah has positioned herself so that the bar is roughly parallel with her shoulders, and she's keeping her elbows flared so that it stretches her chest muscles. She's going to press out in a very smooth and controlled fashion, bring it back just short of having the plates touch the machine. Notice how smooth she is on the way up, and then lets it back just as smoothly. Excellent. We're going to do an assisted chin-up. This is a great exercise for those of you who can't do a regular chin-up. And the beauty of the machine is you can make it harder or easier by adjusting the pin. The more weight you add, the easier the exercise. So Leah's going to place her feet on this pole here. Many of the machines you have to kneel, but this one happens to be where you place your feet on it. And she's going to grab the weight on the upper bar at a little wider angle, and that's going to get more in the outer portion of the lats. She's going to lift up, squeeze her back muscles as she comes up, and come down nice and smooth. Notice that her posture is very erect. And if you want to take a little bit of a closer grip, you're going to get more in the lower aspect of the lats. We're going to be working the shoulder muscles on the lateral raise machine. And the beautiful thing about this exercise, it works the side portion of the deltoid muscles, and that helps to give the illusion of having a smaller waist. Leah's going to position herself in the machine so that her forearms are directly on the pads, and she's going to lift straight up so that her arms come about to parallel with the ground. Notice how smooth she's making with the move, and notice how her back is positioned so that she's slightly arched but not overly. Excellent form, Leah. We're going to be performing an overhead triceps cable extension. What we want to do is to hook up the bar to the cable pulley apparatus and then move it to the uppermost position. Now Leah's going to take the bar. She's going to position herself in a fairly wide stance so she has a nice center of gravity. Elbows are going to be in at her head, and she's just going to press forward. Notice how she keeps her upper arm stable. The only thing that moves is the forearm. And this works the long head of the triceps, which prevents the upper arm from getting that jiggly motion. Now we're going to work our biceps doing a cable biceps curl. We're going to attach the straight bar to the cable pulley apparatus, and then we're going to move it to the lowermost position. Leah's going to grab the bar. She's going to stand erect with her elbows in at her sides, and she's just going to curl straight up. What you really want to do here is to focus on the biceps, to really squeeze the muscle as you're bringing it up. Notice how she keeps her back straight, her torso tall, and she just lifts through the biceps. We're now going to be working our glutes and our thighs on the leg press machine. You'll notice that Leah has her knees positioned so they're a little more than a 90-degree bend. That's going to make sure that you don't hit the weight as you come down. And if you can't get that, you need to adjust the seat so it's back more. Her feet are positioned about midway on the platform. That's a very good overall glute and thigh developer. If she'd position her feet a little higher, it would work more in the glutes, and lower, it would work more in the quads. And if she went out a little more, she'd get more in the inner thighs. Now, Leah's going to press out, and she's going to come back in just before this hits and press out again. You'll notice that her toes are pointed in about a 7-degree angle outside so that they move in line with her knees. We're now going to work our hamstrings on the prone leg machine. Leah has her feet positioned so that the pad is just above the top of her sneaker, and she's going to point her toes downward so that she reduces the activity in the calf muscles. She's going to lift up and come as high up as she can and bring it down nice and smooth. Notice how her upper body stays on the pad at all times. It's not moving. She's making a controlled, smooth motion, bringing it down and squeezing her hamstrings at the top. We're going to work our outer thigh muscle now on the cable pulley machine. Leah's going to bring the machine down to its lowest position, and she's going to attach the cable to the cuff that's on her ankle. The cuff should be secure enough so that it doesn't move around, but not too tight that it restricts blood flow. She's going to bring her leg across her body so she gets a nice stretch, and she's going to bring it all the way up in the air as high as she can without using momentum. You don't want to have your whole body twisting as you're moving. You see how nice and controlled the move is, smooth on the way down. Come up, squeeze the outer thigh, and bring it down. We're going to work our inner thigh on the cable pulley machine. Leah's going to bring the machine down to its lowest position, and she's going to attach the cable to the cuff that's on her ankle. The cuff should be secure enough so it doesn't move around, but not too tight that it restricts blood flow. She's going to bring her leg out to get a nice stretch, and then bring it across her body. Notice she's going to stay tall in this position. She's going to get that nice stretch, and she pulls it across smoothly without twisting her body. We're now going to work our abdominal muscles, and probably the best piece of equipment in the gym to do that on is a stability ball. Leah's going to lean back, and she's going to bring a plate to her chest. This is going to help to make the exercise even more difficult. She's going to bring her body up, and she's going to have a very small range of motion. The thoracic spine only has about a 30-degree range of motion. She comes up very smooth, and the further back she is off the ball, the more difficult the exercise. Excellent.